Hello and welcome back to True Crime Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Michael, and you know Andy's here with me.
Ooh, Michael, I am here and I am staying for the long haul.
I'd say it's safe to say now.
I know, right?
Right? You got at least 100 episodes under the belt.
I signed a lease. I'm not going to...
Yeah, I appreciate you. You're a real stand-up gent.
Yes.
But guys, before we get into this insane case today, the Taylor Parker case, I got to remind you that you can catch these episodes early and ad-free with bonus content on Patreon, patreon.com/truecrimeguys. Please check it out, guys. You can be a free member as well. It's a great way to support the show and see everything that we've released in the past, as well as everything we got up and coming.
It's a great way to stay in touch with us, too. You can suggest episodes. You can suggest cases. You can comment on things. So, yeah. Patreon.com/truecrimeguys.
That's right. Be in the conversation. But, guys, today we got a case that involves a fake pregnancy, a absolutely primally brutal murder. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't...
Like Gold Star, guys. Gold Star.
Yeah, and to top it all off, a stolen baby.
Oh, my God. How many? Like, if I had a nickel.
Absolutely insane, dude. The Taylor Parker case. On October 9th, 2020, a gentleman named Wade felt uneasy about leaving his pregnant girlfriend at home today as Taylor was having cramps. Probably because she was to be induced later that day to give birth to their daughter, Clancy Gail. Taylor told Wade that she would be fine. She was just going to rest a while before meeting him at the hospital around noon.
I'll just be fair. I've never heard of a woman named Clancy.
No?
I've never...
Me either.
I've never met one. There could be.
But to be fair, man, us millennials are making up names, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're fucking them up.
Oh, yeah. But there's a Clancy. There's two. There's Tom Clancy and Clancy Brown.
That's
I don't know
it.
what to...
You're one or the other.
Yeah, so...
So, anyways, Wade set off on his 3-hour drive in hopes that he'd make it back in time for the birth of his child. So Taylor goes back to bed. She scrolled on her phone for a little while, made a couple of calls, and then got up, got dressed. She left her house around 7 a.m. She drove to McDonald's. She got some breakfast. Then she decided she'd drive to her friend Reagan's house.
This actually reminds me of my ex-wife when she was in labor. of being like, not a big deal. I'm fine. I'm just going to sit in bed, scroll on my phone for a few hours until the time is right to like wake my husband up and be like, we have to go now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now.
Right. This was a little different. But her friend Reagan was surprised to see Taylor. But as Taylor entered the house, everything seemed fine until she picked up a decorative mason jar that was full of sand. It weighed, probably around 4 or 5 pounds. Mm-hmm. And proceeded to smash Reagan over the head with it.
Okay.
Then Taylor pulls out a hammer and starts beating her with it. Then she threw the hammer down and she was just getting started. Taylor then stabbed Reagan over 100 times, sliced open her stomach from hip to hip, and removed her unborn daughter.
Oh my God, guys. Like, this is a horror movie come to life. It really is.
Content warning.
Yeah.
Is that a good timing?
Yeah, like I said, gold star, people.
Yeah,
gold star.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you after the intro.
The nurses said that you weren't going to let the doctor check you to make sure you weren't hemorrhaging or anything.
That's why they're wanting to check how, any damage and check to make sure you're not bleeding inside internally.
That's okay. That's fine. I didn't know it was a big deal not to want the guy to do that.
No, I mean, if you don't want to, that's up to you, but that's why they're wanting to check, just to make sure.
Make sure you're okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, you've got blood all over you and all over your fingernails, and I mean, that's a pretty intense thing. Yeah.
Well, there's something wrong for them bringing me over here.
What did you have? Did you have a boy or a girl?
A girl.
A girl. Okay.
Did that name?
Clancy Gail.
Clancy Gail.
Did I do something wrong?
No. I'm just going to be up front with you. We know that you had a hysterectomy some time back, and that you claimed to be pregnant for a while, but that you really weren't. So you're trying to figure out where this baby came from. But you didn't give birth this morning.
What do you mean?
That's what I just said. You didn't give birth this morning. And we want to know where this baby came from. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
she going to find that you gave birth this morning?
Yes.
Taylor. Found a woman this morning on the side of the road, and her baby had been removed from her body.
Who was the lady? Do you know who she is?
I don't know what lady you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to pull the whole 1 year earlier on you.
Okay, a little
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino story.
That's right.
We're gonna start at the beginning and then work our way back.
Yeah,
and then
start at
cut
the end.
forward to the end.
Something like that. But 1 year earlier, Taylor was fresh out of her second marriage. It was a very short marriage to a man named Hunter Parker. That's where she got her last name. Her and Hunter had no kids together, but Taylor already had 2 kids from 2 previous relationships.
Okay. Got some baby daddies.
Yeah. There was a daughter that she had at 17 years old to her first serious boyfriend. His name was Donald. And then a son from her first marriage to a man named Tommy. Now, Tommy had custody of their son, and Taylor's daughter often was with Tommy as well for a large part of her childhood, apparently, or she was with family members.
Okay. So Tommy seemed like he was probably the more responsible of the couple, it seemed like, if he immediately got custody.
Yes, and also I kind of got the sense that Taylor just liked to ditch her quote-unquote mistakes
Her
and
responsibilities.
move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, her responsibilities, everything. You know, she just wanted to be single.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and long enough to be in a relationship again, of course.
Yeah. Got to get that high. Got to get that
Right,
dopamine.
right. And that's when Taylor met Wade. It was a rodeo. Wade was 6 foot, redheaded, had a cowboy hat, and I guess that's all it takes for Taylor. She was smitten.
All right. Like a Taylor Sheridan story.
There
Come
we
on.
go. Wade was a true country boy. He and his family were well known in the area, and they were well liked as well in Sims, Texas. He was known for his manners and his work ethic along with his family. Wade admitted that he didn't feel the same way instantly about Taylor, but he couldn't deny she was a nice girl and a really good cook. Yeah.
It wasn't love at first sight, but
Listen,
goddamn,
I
could
ain't trying
she
to say
make a
nothing
mean
about
steak?
trying to say nothing about Wade, but this fella liked to eat. He's a hardworking boy, and he's got to keep it up.
There's one way to this man's heart.
That's right. But she also at first fit right in on the family farm. And I guess that was good because within weeks, Taylor told Wade she was pregnant
Okay.
with twins.
Fuck it. Double down.
Double down. He was shocked, but Wade was brought up to do the right thing. And so he took Taylor and her daughter in. For Wade, it was all moving a little bit too fast.
Okay.
But like I said, he's a guy that wanted to do the right thing. And then just like that, everything changed again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Flip
watch
this-
out.
just
Watch
flip
out,
again.
everybody. Apparently, Taylor went to help her dad on a job, and a hook from a towing winch hit her in the stomach
Like, fuck, goddamn Final Destination shit?
and caused her to miscarry.
Okay, a fucking towing winch?
Why are
Okay.
you doing that shit pregnant?
Right?
Why are you there?
Why are you working with towing winches? How pregnant are you with twins?
Is this something you regularly do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially while pregnant? You go help your dad retow cars? What the fuck? What is
What is this side hustle you
What
have
the
going
lizard
on?
lick towing y'all got going on, bro? Deep cut. Y'all look that one up.
Like around here, are you?
But Wade was sad, but he trusted fate and timing, and he pledged to himself that he'd help Taylor get through it. But they would likely go their separate ways once she was back on her feet, right? Especially, she's not pregnant with his child anymore. He's like,
Whew.
yeah,
Okay.
this ain't really working.
Dodged a bullet.
Well, 6 weeks later, Wade comes home from work to a delicious pot roast. And he's fine. He's fine. He wants her back. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like, oh, thank
But
God.
no, but he also saw prenatal vitamins on the counter. He looks over at Taylor, and she says with a huge smile, "I went to the doctor today. I'm pretty much pregnant."
Okay, you got pretty
Go
much.
ahead, Andy, break it down.
You can't be pretty much pregnant. You either are or you're not.
I mean,
you're either alive or you're dead. You can't be pretty much pregnant.
Either
you
do or do not.
You can't go to sleep dead and wake up alive.
She's pretty much pregnant.
I'm like almost pregnant by now.
We're almost pregnant.
Like, almost pretty much
maybe
pregnant.
If we do it one more time, it'll really take.
Like I'm
Almost there.
I'm almost pretty much basically pregnant.
Naturally, Wade was shocked. He was taken aback.
Of course.
A little
he was
bit.
like, I thought you...
Because he's thinking, hold on, it's been 6 weeks since you had a miscarriage, and we've only been intimate one time.
Damn, I got some super sperm.
Apparently. But one day while Wade was at work, there was a knock at the door. It was an FBI agent, Andy, who told Taylor her mother had used her money that she'd taken from Taylor's account to put out a hit on Taylor using a Mexican cartel.
Holy shit.
This woman's life is just getting crazy.
This
is incredible. It's a soap opera.
Really? For real? What kind of family did you fucking find?
Yes. So there's a hit out on her, and everyone around her is in mortal danger. Dude.
Yes, because obviously the cartels don't just hit their target. They hit everyone, of course. Everyone.
Yeah. The FBI agent assured her that she was under surveillance and protected. But Taylor was still extremely worried.
I would have loved to have seen this FBI agent. I feel like it was like a FBI was written on like a strip of duct tape across his jacket with Sharpie. Like that was his badge.
Right.
Just says FBI, but written upside down.
Yeah. Right. Seriously. And apparently, Taylor's mom, this horrible person, was just sending all types of threatening texts to Taylor and the family members and whatnot, telling them that I seen you having coffee on your porch, just saying things that would insinuate that they're being watched.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Just to kind of up the paranoia around everybody,
Make everybody uneasy.
But weeks passed with no event, and they gradually got used to the text from the surveillance team as well, letting them to know that they were safe to leave the house. It kind of became part of their daily life.
That's still a weird daily life.
Yeah.
Having to contact the surveillance team every day. Be like, is it cool to get the mail? I gotta wait for that. Hold on, he's typing.
Right.
He's typing.
Hold on.
Okay, he's still typing. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. But, Andy, it seemed almost as soon as the drama began, it was over. Once again, an FBI agent came to the house while Wade was at work. Man, he just always happens to stop by while Wade's at work. That's weird.
You never has to talk to Wade.
No, never has to talk to Wade. But he gave Taylor the news. This time, her mother was dead.
Wow. Okay.
But get this, Andy. Hold on. Her mother lived quite a life. She hung herself in jail after a shootout with law enforcement. She apparently went out Ned Kelly style, bro.
Jesus Christ! What kind of
in 2020?
This lady was a goddamn gangster.
She was a gangster, bro.
Your mom was a gangster.
Your mom
went out like gangster. A G.
What the hell?
You ain't taking me alive, bitches.
Right? And Wade thought it was odd because Taylor, appeared unmoved, unemotional. But she said, how could she grieve a woman who wanted her dead?
Right. I mean, it's
still a weird process.
Yeah.
Yeah. But finally, she could breathe again, and she could get her hands on her own money and have full control of how it was spent. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, she's also the heiress to a ridiculously large fortune.
Oh, really, Michael?
Yes. I mean, it's really convenient, but yes, she is.
That must... Okay, so she can cook.
Yeah. And see...
And she's got an inheritance. Okay,
yes.
Okay, I see
well,
the
she
attraction.
really can cook.
But I see the attraction.
Yeah, you see that? So now her arch nemesis, her mother, who was, trying to kill her so she could get all the money, apparently, is dead now. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. And Wade, was like, at first he was like, okay, we can calm down. Maybe we can live our life. Mm-hmm. But he was still a little disturbed to hear about the shootout between her mom and the police, right? That's a little bit alarming. You got to think does that get passed down?
Is that like a hereditary?
Is that a hereditary? I already think you're nuts.
I already think you're a bit cuckoo.
Also, something else was confusing Wade. A Mexican cartel involved in a dramatic shootout where 2 officers were hurt and a local woman committed suicide in jail, but there was nothing on the news.
No, that's a hush-hush story right there.
Is it?
You got some high-class individuals involved. Can't be advertising this kind of chaos on the news.
Exactly. And that's what Taylor said. She said the FBI didn't want it becoming public knowledge before building a case against the surviving cartel members. Duh. I mean, God, Wade, do you even true crime?
Oh my God, duh.
Yeah. So, yeah, Wade, he asked quite a bit of questions, but Taylor she said she was too excited to address all that now. They could finally start living again, and she wanted to thank her boyfriend for standing by her throughout by treating him to a tractor, a side-by-side, and getting him and his mom a new vehicle.
Okay, so maybe she does have some money coming in. All right. Or some really good credit.
Yeah, well, the following day, they went shopping. Taylor put down deposits by check on everything.
By check in 2020?
Check.
Okay.
Yeah, weird, right? Because she said it made her happy to treat the one she loved. And, being the heiress to millions, it's not even that big a deal.
It's just pocket change, Michael. It's just, I'll just write a check.
It's the least I could do, guys. Once again, though, Wade was hella confused. He said, because if Taylor had all this money, why was she financing everything? And why is he co-signing?
Right? Wait,
why do you have a pen in your hand? Stop it.
Why are you, I don't need to. Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, and naturally, he was extremely nervous to co-sign, but she assured him he'd never need to make a payment. Never.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Covered, Michael. She's got all this $1 million heiress money.
And of course, right now, everybody has something new to distract them, so everybody's having a great time.
Don't worry about it. You go play on your side-by-side.
Exactly. Wade's new mom is overjoyed with her new car, which is a brand new Nissan Altima. And Wade got a brand new pickup truck. I'm guessing if they went to the Nissan dealership, he got a Frontier, maybe a Titan. Yeah, maybe a Titan. But Taylor had also promised to have Wade's dad's barn rebuilt that had burned down. She's making big promises, man.
Okay.
She's falling head over heels for this guy.
She's really bringing the family together.
Yeah. And this whole time, Wade's parents had been really suspicious of Taylor, but they supported the couple, especially with the baby on the way.
And a new barn.
And a new barn. Don't forget about that. And a new Altima.
Wait a minute. I don't feel like this girl's really a good match. Holy shit, is that a new roof?
Is that a new roof?
Goddamn.
Fit 2 tractors in there.
I will see you at Thanksgiving, hon.
Bring that pot roast. But now, Christmas was approaching, and Taylor had another big distraction. I mean, surprise. She had some making up to do because the bank had made some mistakes on some transfers, Andy. Can you imagine that? Gosh, this always happens.
Banks do that all the time.
They do it all the time.
It's
Banks,
very common.
They make money mistakes all the time.
Yeah,
money just slips through. They don't even care about money, really.
No, they're kind of all like a hands-on, kind of hands-off.
There's hardly any fail-safes.
No.
Yeah. But anyways, the bank made some mistakes on transfers, leaving Wade to make the monthly payments on the tractor, the cars, and the side-by-side. She promised him it was just some clerical errors. It's just totally normal when transferring millions from royalties. It'll all be sorted out. You don't know anything about it, but, royal families, we deal with this all the time.
It's so normal. Oh my
don't even worry about it. But the stress of it all was causing some complications with Taylor's pregnancy.
With her probably basically pregnant.
Yeah. She's pretty much pregnant.
She's basically pregnant at this point.
And she's pretty much having complications.
Yeah.
And due to COVID, conveniently, Wade couldn't be with Taylor at doctor's appointments, if you remember correctly. Nobody could go in, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody extra. So she was handling all that alone, plus the banking. What a perfect storm, right?
She's so strong, so independent.
So independent. Just perfect timing on her part. I'll give her that. Mm-hmm. But Taylor encouraged Wade not to worry his parents unnecessarily about the money and that she would have it all sorted out. Don't worry about it. By the way, right now, the total debt on all these purchases was over $190,000.
Don't worry about it. I'll have it fixed by Monday. Like, that's a weekend problem. That's a Monday problem. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah. And plus, like I said, it's Christmas time, right? So they have Christmas to distract them. Wade's mom was having their normal Christmas get-together. The whole family was going to be there. Wade's family was super close. The farm was a family business that his grandparents started, and a lot of his cousins, aunts, and uncles worked on the farm as well. Mm-hmm. So after greetings and whatnot, Taylor got everyone to congregate near the tree, and she handed each of them a card with a pecan attached to it.
A pecan?
A pecan.
A pecan?
If you will. However you want to say it. A pecan.
A pecan.
The family all looked at one another confused until Taylor spoke. She said, Wade, everyone, I am so excited to tell y'all that I bought Pecan Point. We own it, Wade. Y'all never have to look for hunting leases again. The land is ours.
Oh, she's buying land now. She's upping this from regular presents to land? Oh,
yes.
Shit. Okay.
And a lot of the uncles and cousins, they kind of went nuts because they were super excited. And what reason do they have to not believe her? They don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, this is amazing.
This fucking lady just bought us like a fucking hunting ground?
Right.
Awesome.
Wade just hooked us all up.
Right. Good for you, boy.
But Wade knew the land well, and he knew the current owner, and he also knew how much that land would be. And he caught his mom's eye, and he noticed she wasn't smiling either.
Yes.
They're kind of looking at each other like... She was waiting on him to ask something, right? Like, ask some questions. But
Follow-up. One follow-up? Any question?
But Taylor said bet. So she whipped out some paperwork, and she had her offer of $3.5 million that had been accepted. Her down payment for Ernest was $200,000. And apparently that was in processing, according to the documents.
Another check. Mm-hmm. Check's in the mail.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And of course, Pecan Point was his dream. The property he said he'd buy if he ever won the lottery. Oh, Wade. And of course he told her this.
Yeah.
You know.
You must have hit the lottery, Wade. You must have.
Taylor was talking at length about plans, about what stuff they would do on the land and the contracts she used to make the deal happen. It was all done through a real estate agent, Rusty Lowe. What's funny, though, is Wade knew Rusty. Sims was a small town. Everybody knew everybody.
Oh, you mean Rusty? I know Rusty. Oh, did I say Rusty Lowe?
No,
I meant Krusty Lowe? Oh, his cousin. Okay, yeah, I know Krusty.
Yeah, I know Krusty. Son of a bitch. But no, this was a real contract. He's looking at it and he's like, okay, well, Taylor has paperwork naming people Wade knew, and he knew that Rusty had a good reputation.
Not like Krusty.
Not like Krusty.
Not like Krusty.
Now, if you deal with Krusty,
you're getting screwed over.
You might get screwed over. But yeah, so he was over the moon. He's like, man, I was happy that you just, would take over payments on all the bullshit you bought us. But the fact that you're buying $3.5 million worth of land, this is amazing.
I mean, look, fuck the side-by-side.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take that.
Exactly. And he's like, well, she wouldn't have done this deal if she didn't have the money coming, right?
Obviously.
Hopefully, because he's running out of savings to cover the payments on everything else.
Yeah, because I have $190,000 in debt right now currently.
Yeah. So... they had their little celebration. Of course, everything went well with the news there at that get-together. Now it was time to go to Taylor's family, right? And as they entered the house and they sat down with Taylor's brother, Zach, his wife, and some of Taylor's aunts, uncles, cousins, whatnot, someone enters the room that was quite a surprise.
Fucking needle drop moment right here.
Taylor's mom, Shona, walks in.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wade is losing his freaking mind.
It's a ghost.
No, Taylor, he looks at Taylor. Taylor made some ridiculous excuse saying they had to leave, and the ride home was very awkward.
Oh, really? Not a lot of talking on the ride home, right?
No.
Really just hitting that skip button on the Spotify. Just, no.
At least not until Wade said, I thought your mom was dead, Taylor.
Skip.
After a short while, she says nothing for a while, and then she says, so did I.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
So you're just going to act like that was a normal thing? Like your mom just randomly shows up, comes back from the dead every once in a while? Is this how your Christmases normally go?
Yeah.
How's Easter going to be for me?
Exactly. So they went back to Wade's house in silence, and he went to take his boots off. He heard Taylor receiving messages on her phone. She came in passing the phone to him. The messages were from the FBI agent, explaining that he told her that her mother was dead to give her some peace and closure, enabling her to move on with her life.
How did you fucking get this to happen so quickly? Who were you texting?
That's what I'm saying. She's like, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna explain this to him.
Fucking text somebody real quick.
It's unreal how stupid she thinks everyone else is.
Right? But she's got somebody she's got somebody on the call to help her with this. I mean, she obviously got like an accomplice who's like, yeah, I'll be an FBI agent for you.
Apparently.
Or
Or she has another phone.
Right.
Yeah. But Wade knew something wasn't right, and he just didn't know where to start with it all. And rightfully so. And like, what a fucking plethora of lies and bullshit that's going on right here, dude. This is extremely common. And then also you try to think about motive. You're like, what the hell's wrong with you?
What is right? Why?
So, New Year's came and passed. Wade was eager to go look at the land that they now owned, but Taylor always has an excuse. You know, that the transfer of the earnest payment was slow. It was coming from her out-of-state bank. She got her accountants to start investigating it, but there's some holdup on the seller's end, obviously.
Yeah, these big land deals are.
Exactly. And Wade had that familiar knot in his stomach, though, man. He really felt like something wasn't lining up. And he noticed that Taylor's phone had several missed calls from Rusty Lowe, who was the agent handling the sale. Why was she ignoring him?
Ooh, why are you ignoring Rusty? He's such a good guy.
He's like, hello, your money's not going through. Hello, your check bounced.
Hello, I'm holding this check. This is cardboard? What the fuck is this?
What the hell is this? Did you sign this Daffy Duck? What the fuck? But then all of a sudden, Taylor's health wasn't great, and she started struggling with the pregnancy.
Okay.
Right? You know, because, you know, it's just convenient, right? All the attention's on her. Things are starting to all fall back on her. But now she don't feel good.
She's in the hot seat now.
Oh, she don't feel good, Andy. She had been put on oxygen on a daily basis. So, you know, Wade didn't want to stress her out anymore.
She's obviously pretty good at faking this if she can get a doctor to write her a prescription for oxygen.
Exactly. Meanwhile, they also had a gender reveal. And they were having a daughter. And there's like pictures of this online. It's crazy. They had this whole freaking get together. She had all these people come by, buy them stuff, you know. And Wade had suggested the name Clancy Gail. And Taylor loved it.
Sure.
She's like, yeah, I love it for our real daughter we're going to have. Our pretty much daughter.
Our basically daughter that we're having.
In all intents and purposes, a daughter.
Yeah. Our almost basically a daughter.
Oh, my God. So, naturally, Andy, there were whispers, right? There were whispers in the community that Taylor, you know, wasn't really showing that much.
Oh, really?
Like if you're pregnant, then where the baby at?
Like where
the baby living?
You're getting a little farther along. You ain't little bump, nothing. Okay, okay. I'm just saying.
Right, to the point where like family members and friends were asking Wade. They're like, "Have you felt the baby kick?" Like, you know, you should have felt him. You should have felt her kick by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a legit question.
You seen like a sonogram picture?
Yeah,
you seen like
something like that, man. But he had to admit, he never felt anything at all. He says that Taylor would often grab his hand and pull it to her belly and say, "Did you feel that?" And he had to be honest and was like, "No, I didn't feel anything." You know?
No, it just feels like you had Taco Bell,
right? But magically, a couple weeks after all this whispering and gossip, suddenly Taylor started to show.
Bump.
Yeah, just like that.
There
pregnant.
We go.
Would you look at that?
Hot damn.
Yeah, now she looks pregnant. There we go. Now everybody can chill out. Well, except for Wade's mom, because the Nissan garage called and they said they needed her to bring her car back in because there was a recall due to a problem with the brakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So Wade called his mom. It's like, hey, you gotta take your car in, blah blah blah. No big deal. Connie was like, yeah, we'll definitely do that. She hung up the phone, turned to her husband, and said, yeah, we won't ever see that car again.
No, that car's gone.
That car is gone.
That's repoed. Okay.
And then she turned to him and said, and I know Taylor's not pregnant. She knew that you ain't fooling your mother-in-law, man.
You ain't fooling a mom.
You ain't fooling a mom. Not the real deal, bro. It was now September, and Taylor was almost due. But her baby bump hadn't really gotten any bigger, Andy. Odd.
Okay. I mean, some women don't show very much. Some that's totally fine.
Yeah, and everyone around them, Wade's close friends and family, they were all expecting the inevitable news of a miscarriage. Mm-hmm. They just felt it. They're like, here we go. We're going to have this awkward conversation.
I just feel like she's going to say something.
Yep. And because Taylor was due to be induced in mid-September, she'd been pregnant for 9 months. The night before the big day, Wade helped her pack her hospital bag, and they got into bed early. The next morning, Wade got up and jumped out of bed because the house was on fire.
Oh, shit!
He quickly put the fire out and checked that Taylor was okay, and of course she was shaken up, but she was fine. The fire had inconveniently damaged the house's water supply and pipes, but how had it started?
What the fuck damages your water supply?
Seriously, right?
We had a fire start in our bathtub. Wait, what?
Yeah. An investigator was called to the scene, and he took photos and samples, but upon a quick investigation, he was already sure that an accelerant was used to start an intentional fire.
There's still a bottle of lighter fluid under your house.
Yeah.
Like, it's still there. All right.
And as soon as he said it, Taylor leaned over and whispered to Wade, "My mom did this. I know it."
This sounds like my mom.
This sounds like my dead mom. I know she did this.
I feel like it's my mom.
But he was at his wit's end. But his baby was still coming today, right? So you got to get your head straight. You got bigger problems.
We have an appointment to get to.
That's right. So as they reeled from the fire and got ready, as planned, Taylor's phone rang. It was the hospital, and they said her appointment needed to be postponed.
Why, Michael? Why would
Would you believe it?
Scheduled delivery need to be postponed?
Would you believe it? It was a bomb threat.
You're shit.
An actual bomb threat, and all the patients and staff, everybody had to be evacuated.
This must be a very serious hospital. Very big metropolitan area. I get it.
Wade stared at her in silence and then turned on the news. And sure enough, it was on the local news.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, there was a bomb threat. So Wade asked her, well, when was it going to be rescheduled for? Right? He said, because I've taken off time from work. You know, I can't stay home forever.
Yeah.
You know, I got $190,000 in debt now.
Yeah,
to
right.
pay, you know.
And a baby on the way.
I got to go to work, you know. But she had no answer for him.
Oh, they said they'd get back to me.
Yeah, they said they'd email me.
They have to find the bomb first, and they don't know how long that's going to take. So
yeah. So now, because of the fire, they had no water. So they had to go to Wade's mom's to shower. And when they got there, his mom, Connie, was extremely cold to both of them. Taylor had the audacity to tell Connie about the news of the bomb threat while she was doing the dishes. Connie turns around, looks her dead in the eye, and says, "Yeah, I heard. I think you called that bomb threat in."
Jeez. Connie don't fuck around.
She don't
Connie's
fuck
a gangster.
around.
Connie will fuck you up.
Taylor stared back at her, furious at the accusation, and she was probably about to say some bullshit as Wade came in the room and told her, "Go take a shower so we can get out of here."
How about you get out of here before my mom fights you?
Right? And then once it was just Connie and Wade, her tone changed. Wade said she was almost crying when she told him that she didn't think Taylor was pregnant or heiress to millions of dollars, and that she was just a liar.
Honey, I don't mean to tell you this, but I feel like you're being punked.
Right?
Like this is a
we
long
all
con.
are. Yeah. And of course, Wade got angry at that, right? He said no one would lie about a baby for this long.
For 9 months? Really?
Like, that is crazy, though.
I mean, you got...
Also, dude, you never saw her stomach for 9 months.
You never felt it, never saw a thing,
Y'all lived together. You never saw her stomach for come on now.
Never saw a change, never saw anything. Never saw a doctor's email, never heard a fucking call.
That's why deep down he knew his mama was right. Taylor had followed him, and he confronted her back at the cabin. She was beyond upset and hurt. Of course, Andy. They argued, and she told him the hospital had been in touch, and she was being induced in a little over a week on the 9th of October. And she'd have a baby, and everybody would be sorry for all the bullshit they talked.
Okay, so she's got an end date now.
Yeah. But, you know, that would make Taylor well over 10 months pregnant, so.
I mean, some babies take a little longer to cook.
That's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
fine.
40 weeks is technically 10 months if people think about it. Just nobody likes to say that.
Yeah. I mean, we all saw Buster on Arrested Development.
Right. But exhausted from arguing, Wade told Taylor he's going back to work and just call if she has the baby.
Just
call me when you have a baby.
Yeah. Call me if there's a baby.
If you're holding a baby, if there's a baby.
If there's a baby, call me. You know what? FaceTime.
That was probably his phrasing. So, that dreadful day, the 9th of October, rolled around, Andy. Reagan's mom, Jess, was headed to Reagan's house, her daughter's house, to go check on her, as a neighbor had called, and she was told her that Reagan wasn't responding to knocks at the door.
It's always a nosy neighbor. It really is. Always
Sometimes it helps.
A nosy neighbor will fuck up some bad plans.
They will
fuck up some nefariousness.
Yeah. In this case, it just discovered it, I guess. Jess was a little worried, as Reagan was due to have a baby in a month. She called Reagan's work to see if she had shown for her shift. She hadn't. Jess decided to stop at her granddaughter's daycare to see if she was there. She wasn't. Her 3-year-old granddaughter, Kinley, hadn't been dropped off, and no call or text explained her absence at the daycare. Now, Jess was worried. She called her partner, Marcus, to meet her at Reagan's, and he told her he was on the way. So she pulls up to her daughter's house in New Boston, Texas, and saw some blood streaks on the driveway.
On the driveway.
On the driveway.
When you pull up, it's just one of those things.
That's alarming.
Like, when you see blood in the driveway, you're like, oh, god damn, what is inside that house?
Right.
Like,
but, at first you don't go to the worst. You think maybe one of the dogs got into something. Maybe one of the dogs got hurt, So she walked in through the house, through the garage, and she quickly noticed there was blood everywhere. Nothing could have prepared her for what she found. There were detectives that worked at homicide for 29 years, and they said it was the bloodiest crime scene they'd ever seen.
Oh yeah, when you realize what had happened to her, this seems like a scene from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Exactly. And 21-year-old Reagan was face down on the living room floor, covered in blood. Jess ran from the house in shock, hysterical. She said, "Call 911. Someone has killed my baby," she screamed. Mm-hmm. As she was given the dispatcher details, her partner Marcus pulled up. She told him not to go in, but he went in anyway. And he came out a short time later, clutching his chest. He almost passed out. He almost had a damn heart attack.
Yeah.
But he realized that 3-year-old Kinley wasn't around. So he went back into the house.
Baby? Where's the 3-year-old?
Exactly. So he goes back into the house calling her name, and he actually found her cowering in the bedroom. So he covered her with a blanket and carried her out. He actually had to step over her mother's body on the way out.
Jeez.
It's an awful scene, dude. Law enforcement arrived and received info from Jessica that Reagan was 35 weeks pregnant. Paramedics turned her body over and immediately noticed the wound in her abdomen. And of course, an immediate BOLO for the newborn was issued. They had a brutal murder kidnapping on our hands, and time was crucial.
Yeah, they realized that now a 35-week pregnant woman has been basically gutted.
Exactly.
There is no baby. There is a gaping wound in her abdomen, and they do not know where this baby has gone.
No idea. Meanwhile, at local McCurtain County Hospital, Taylor was refusing all medical care and checks. I wonder why.
Okay.
Staff were quite suspicious, as if you can imagine, and law enforcement was called in to talk to her. And an OSBI agent, Chad Dansbury, introduced himself to Taylor, who was in a hospital bed, hooked up to machines. She was still refusing care at the time. So he cut to the chase, quickly telling Taylor they'd found the body of a young woman hours earlier whose baby had been extracted from her body. Taylor denied all knowledge, sticking to her story that she went into labor in the car and that Clancy Gail was her baby, and her fiancé was on his way there to meet them.
Yeah, let's not forget, she's in the hospital with a baby. Like, she has a baby with her.
Exactly. But Agent Dansbury wasn't buying it at all. He told her that they could scientifically prove through DNA that the baby wasn't hers. And he also confronted Taylor with the fact that years earlier, after her second child, she had had a hysterectomy, and that was still on file.
That is the icing on the cake when a detective has to be like, ma'am, you don't have a womb.
Right.
Where'd that baby come from? Your uterus has left the building.
Exactly. And it was over for Taylor. She was arrested and booked for capital murder. And the worst part about this, too, is baby Braxton Sage Hancock passed away just a few hours after she was stolen from her mother's womb because, she was still premature, technically. 35 weeks. Yes, a 35-week baby has a great chance of surviving in, the NICU.
Yeah.
In a hospital.
If it's delivered in a hospital.
Not, ripped out of a stomach and then driven to a hospital. And
yeah. Like in a bundle of, towels and shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, it all came out. It all came crashing to the ground. She was never an heiress to millions. She was never pregnant. And she was never Reagan's friend. She chose Reagan as her victim. She really did. That's the only reason she kept in touch with her from the time she met Wade.
Really? Like she knew that this woman was pregnant along the same side as she, like same time that she was.
I think because really, when I looked into it, I was like, what is their relationship, right? And as far as I can tell, Taylor like took photos, engagement photos for Reagan and her husband, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there wasn't a lot. I think they met through Facebook. She was like, hey, I'm local in the area. I take pictures, blah, blah, blah. And then she saw that she was pregnant and then just kept in touch with her.
Yeah.
And then just stopped by one day and killed her.
Yeah. I can see that.
Holy
like this seems like this
shit.
was a planned. She knew this woman was pregnant around the same time that she should have been.
Yeah.
So she made a plan to get a baby.
Yeah. And she was sentenced to death. This is Texas, by the way, for the murders of Reagan and Braxton Hancock. Today, she sits on death row at the Patrick O'Daniel unit in Texas, alongside 6 other women, all sentenced to die for appalling crimes.
I mean, this is Texas, where if you kill someone, they will kill you back.
Well, I mean, gosh, if there was ever a case for the death penalty, this is insane. She's an incredibly dangerous person.
Oh, God, yes.
Absolutely sociopathic. Like, it's like she's right. In like her cognitive ability is fine because the way she hides this, she makes up excuses, all that stuff. But her decision making is insane.
Yes, she is completely impulsive and like the narcissism.
Oh, God,
I'm only self-preserving. Whatever I have to do to keep like myself going, that's what I have to do. It's like I have these lies that I've built. I have this fantasy that I've built.
I think we can't talk about this case without talking about the impact a hysterectomy has on a woman, right? I mean, we can only like relate in certain ways, like
it's like I've had a vasectomy, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same. And even though she already had 2 children, I think a lot of people in her life said that when she had that hysterectomy, it hit her really, really hard. It hit her really hard, losing her fertility, losing what she thought, I guess, was a main purpose for her, Well,
I think what she lost was an ability to lock someone down.
Exactly, Andy.
She lost the ability to lock someone down with a baby.
Yeah. And also, being honest, a lot of women like the attention they get when they're pregnant. People overlook them until they're pregnant, and then all of a sudden they're the center of every conversation. Everyone talks to them at the store. People help them with stuff.
Yeah. Some women can enjoy that attention. They can see someone else getting that attention and think that I want to get that. I want to be that. Right. But yeah, her mentality was so selfish that it wasn't even about having a baby. It wasn't even like she already had 2 babies. Yeah. So it's not even about like I just want a baby. It's like bitch, you already had 2.
Yeah.
So
but they're growing up.
Yeah. So it's not even so much that she felt like she missed out on being a mother or didn't have this opportunity. It's like no, you did. You just couldn't stand not being the center of attention.
Exactly.
You couldn't stand not having people wait on you and think that you're the heiress.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, so not only did you fake a pregnancy, you faked being rich too.
Yeah.
Like you were so desperate for that attention. And also, I mean, I know Wade's family they probably weren't like rich, but I think they were okay. You know what I'm saying?
Had a generational farm.
Yeah, they were okay. So she needed to really step it up to impress them.
Yeah.
I think just being pregnant with his baby wasn't going to be enough. She was like, I got to get everybody on my side somehow.
Yeah. Buy land. That's what white people like. Land. White people in Texas love land. Get some land.
And then all the cars and stuff too. It's like all you did was just fuck them all over. Especially Wade. He co-signed on all that shit.
Oh yeah. And he's stuck with that.
Oh God.
Yeah, they don't forgive that just because the debt, companies don't forgive that, which is because one of the co-signers is a criminal. They'd be like,
they don't care.
Well, that's why you co-signed.
Yeah, so. We knew she was a criminal.
we assumed that. We assumed one of you were, so that's why we made you both sign.
Oh man, I'll tell you what's criminal. How amazing Oh My God deodorant is.
How amazing it is criminal,
amazing.
Michael?
It should be.
It should be criminal.
So good.
It should be illegal how good this stuff is.
But it's not. It's perfectly legal. Anybody can get it. and smell amazing.
Where can you get it, Michael?
You can get it at ohmygaia.com, Andy, obviously.
Oh my gosh, Michael,
Yeah.
what kind of scents do they have?
They have tons of them, Andy. They're an innovative all-natural deodorant, fragrance, and beard oil company that specializes in paraben and aluminum-free product, guys. They have vanilla, cherry almond, sandalwood, lavender, lemongrass, Egyptian musk, coconut, dreamsicle, leather, lumberjack, honeysuckle, fireside, bergamot, amber, pear, sweet pea, sailor, barbershop, and true crime pine.
Sounds like a Ace Ventura bit at this point where you're like...
Now backwards. Nah. But because you guys are True Crime Guys listeners, you can use the code word Crimepine for 15% off your order. That's Crimepine, all one word, CRIMEPINE, for 15% off your order at ohmygaia.com, OHMYGAIA.com. Also, check them out on Instagram at shop_ohmygaia. Also, give us a follow on Instagram at True Crime Guys. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think on TikTok we have periods between our names. So it's like Trime. It's like true.crime.guys.
You'll find us.
You'll find us.
You'll see those mugs.
See the logo? Come on. But yeah, guys, give us a follow on there. Also, please check out Patreon, patreon.com/truecrimeguys. You can be a free member if you'd like. It's a great way to stay in the loop, everything we got going on, and check out the episodes with bonus content and whatnot. Patreon.com/truecrimeguys. Best way to support the show. Guys, make sure you leave a review. You subscribe wherever you're listening. And, anything else, Andy?
I don't think so, Michael. Nailed it.
All right. Nailed it once again. I guess we'll see you guys next week for another True Crime Guys case. Until then, just keep on creeping.
Bye.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.